how to design a dorm room that increase all spaces available and effectively reduces noise levels in order to maximize the students' comfort while living in campus housing. As on-campus students, we thought that noise levels and free spaces are one of the major issues while living in dorms. Noise such as conversation in the hallway or music or TV sounds from other dorms can be annoying while we're studying or sleeping in dorms. So we thought that creating a dorm that has a larger space and high level of proof can increase student comfort on campus housing. In order to achieve the customer needs, we interviewed students from different universities: Penn State, Temple University, and Drexel University. After we gather information from the students, we interpret these into formal statements. And also, we combine the similar needs into a supergroup's space to comfort and privacy. And we ranked it in, and we ranked the space first because most of our customers was unsatisfied with the space, so we ranked it first.
Okay, so our design team went online and we pretty much benchmarked different dorm rooms or dorm layouts from the universities that we taught the students from. We looked at the room dimensions and the layout of the room. Like up here is Penn State's East Halls. It's just a single two-person dorm room where there's about 15 feet by 13 feet for a two-person dorm room. And here's another layout that we found. It was one of the main ones used in Drexel University. It was a four-person suite with a common area, kitchen, bathroom, and two-person bedrooms, which were about 11 by 16 feet each. So we, after looking at the layout of the dorm rooms, we went online to try and find ways to soundproof a room that were pretty cost effective, so you didn't really have to pad the whole room. We found that air was actually a really good insulator for in-between rooms, but in the case of drywall rooms, they have to be insulated with that fiberglass, which actually isn't really good for noise reduction. So we needed something that could go across the fiberglass, that would absorb the sound. And a good idea we found was these resilient metal channels, which absorb sound vibrations and vibrate themselves to neutralize the sound in between the rooms. And another issue was the sound that comes in from the hallway through the door. There are a couple ways that we found to deal with that. You could put soundproofing foam on the entire door, or you could also use double doors.
Alright, for concept generation, we basically were supposed to be creative. Designing a dorm room, if you have to redraw a dorm room 20 different times, pretty much forced into making it creative, the shape or the layout of the room. So what we did is we each came up with 5 different designs. We brought them into class and we sketched 3 of them, 3 teammates. And then after that, we came up together as a team, 5 new designs. And then we went to start selecting them. So the first thing we did was we created a cue chart, which I'll show you in a minute. And that narrowed our choices down to 5 different designs then, 2 of which we were going to combine. Then after that, we created the decision matrix and finally picked our last design. Alright, this is the cue chart. We pretty much evaluated almost all of our designs just because we didn't really know we didn't think to narrow any down beforehand. So there's a couple down here, you can't really see it because it's a big table, but like this one, these two say yes, and these two say we're fine. So that's 3 designs that we're going to continue, and these 2 we're thinking about combining or changing in some way. And this is our decision matrix. And this design, we actually picked 2 designs at the end because we like the layout of one room, and then we liked how the other room combined 2 rooms and a bathroom. So we basically combined the layout of one room with the actual structure of the whole building that we would put it in.
Okay, so for our final design, we created a dorm room that competes with what is currently out on the market. There's a competition between schools to attract students now, so we needed something unique that would actually be attractive to students, or some key features that people would possibly like. So we decided to include a couple key features into our prototype. We took the idea, 2 bedrooms. When we interviewed the Drexel student, as you saw back in a couple slides before, that they didn't really, when I was interviewing, I found that they didn't really use their common area very much. And so they were spent most of the time in their bedrooms, so we pretty much included the common area in the bedroom with a size increase. It was about, the dimensions are about 15 by 18 feet. And then we have a foyer, which would actually help reduce the sound coming through the doors from the hallway. And we added the metal channels to the sides of it would actually get around the whole dorm. And the idea was to
All right,
decrease
Colin.